Hey, buddy. Oh, God.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life
Hey,
challenging.
Dennis said he's ready. Let's see. Okay.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business.
Said what?
I thought I was waiting for Dennis. I got an invite from Dennis. How am I waiting for him? But it said he's ready. That's what the football's spinning at. Lace up the shoes, chase the blues. What I do?
I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the west side. Where they try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You would never know. You ain't never tried.
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. The first of 4 months in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. 12, 12. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He'll have a first down past
to
the
the house
40,
first
the
play.
40, the 30, 10, touchdown LA.
I've learned to stop trying.
James White, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Should just run to the fourth quarter. I'm not calling play. Whatever.
52's the mic. And let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I don't know if Dennis is taking a long time or... Okay.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Breeze now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
25-56.
Shoulder tear.
On first down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
That was a Kyler Murray early on.
White.
On second down, they'll run with White. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming for you. 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
I watched that long touchdown he had. I was wondering what happened. It looked like his guy just totally blitzed out and was unstoppable.
Now here's Ross.
First time.
Yeah, maybe.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Did that one seem glitchy?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Switch up.
Gurley again here on first down. Busting through contact, Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stop just inside the 35-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far,
I can't turn off the light
well
right
from
now.
them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
All right, turn off the light then.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze.
All right, turn it off.
To Callaway over on the right side. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. We'll see a lot of that from Drew Brees. Spread the field, get rid of the ball quickly.
He spreads the field out a lot, so he's able to recognize the defenses, the coverages, and if people are going to blitz him. And he has the fortitude to stand in there when they do. He serves as his own blitz control, so to speak. Hey, you got a free runner coming? That's one less guy in coverage. He'll stand in there, take the hit, and
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
58 to Mike, 58. I got you.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
I think that was Miles Jack. Might not have brought him down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I've never even done Miles Jack. No idea. I feel like that.
First down, here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Is Hines hurt or is he just tired? Here we go. Purpose to take him. Oh, no, there he is.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Redraft.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
I didn't know who was getting the ball in that play.
53, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Wildville.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
You. Check. 53 to Mike. Check. 65. Let's go. 53 to Mike. Hey, gun. Stay with your man.
Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Can't take him in next year. took a while to develop.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Right here. Let's go.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Any more
Here
practice
we go
there?
on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
That terrible pick.
Here's Gurley.
308 rushing yards.
Craig Robertson in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He doesn't have a move. So I think it's harder. Stays.
They try right side here. Gurley. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was early. Then I would just play the wide 3-9 when I got up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I was like, I'll give up the 5 yards at a clip.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
Can't tackle
He'll be
him.
taken
Can't catch
down
him.
as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter,
it's like he's playing Pop Warner
14-7 our
defense.
score.
No wonder why Todd Gurley
So on
has
the heels of the
1,800
run by
yards.
Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Can't stay on the field in real
And
life.
he'll give it here to his running
Here,
back.
he can't even tackle.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk
11
there on the first down
rushes,
run, and it's
102
2nd and
yards,
4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense.
But
But I
those runs
love
were
the way
broken
he's
too.
finishing those
You
runs.
guys,
At the
like,
end of
flying.
things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
95-56. I'm scared.
From the 17, Breeze and Callaway taking it in left side. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This lets the commissioner know you're ready to take this.
On 1st and goal, Gurley.
Okay.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You guys gotta
Todd
just go watch that
Gurley
touchdown that just happened.
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Todd Gurley just a
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
It's on yours.
Yeah, go on. Go
Tucker
watch,
now to
go
kick
watch
it
his
away
touchdown.
following the touchdown.
What am I supposed to
Is it like Lunchbox82688?
do? Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Computer's got it right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Just floating. And everything's happening around him. And nobody tackles him. And he just kind of floats.
Hey, gun. 53.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Hey, watch the slant. I got you. 58, boy, 58, 58.
On first down, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80!
Alright, that's what I'm doing.
11.
This is shame.
Hey, gun.
On first down, White, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
All right, sir, I'm turning off the PlayStation, but I'm still watching.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open left side, it's Williams. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Now Gurley. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Breeze on the bootleg. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Breeze to throw. For a Packers touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gotta do better. Come on,
working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
53, check 53. Hey, box truck. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go one more. Check. 53's Mike. I got you.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He hits White, complete, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, gun.
Running out of the gun with White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
21. Pull it together. 58, boys, 58. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58, the mic.
12, fellas, here we go.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, gun.
At 58 is the mic.
To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
50, here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
11.
58, come on.
I got you.
Just like that.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
12.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is caught at the 8. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. There's Garoppolo to throw. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Ready, 95, 56.
Ready?
02.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. To throw is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Ready, tackle.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
53.
58
Shotgun now for Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Trey Flowers drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
It's on field. Hey, it's all around.
21. I got you.
Here's the mic. It's coming this way. Coming to Hunt.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 53 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
First down, Rams.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time.
Check, 11.
Check. Hop, hop. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
65.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Wait.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Let's go.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
53 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go.
I got this.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got it. Then he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should.
Can I... Oh, because it's a turnover, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
21. Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, gun.
58, come on.
Garoppolo now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Breeze now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Breeze now. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again they run with Gurley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the slant.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Mike, 58, right there. Okay, double up.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. 5-8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Safe.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Q.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Get in the way.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You kill.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Army.
You're good. I-4.
Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 33 yards that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, I-7.
Stop here, D. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Hey, alert!
First down.
Go!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
21.
I got you.
I got you.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. James White. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
52, Mike, 52. Hey, here we go.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another carry now for Gurley. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Cut from the team.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Hey, gun.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
I got this.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Todd Gurley, an even 90 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now on is the field goal unit. And, boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. About 3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So with that need, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
100% The game's not broken, right? 100% Just fucking run over people, run past people, go to Kelsey on the slant out, and if that's not there, then throw it to the underneath. Yes.